Good day. I'm Dr. Lonnstrom. I'm a professor here at Siena College. I'm here to interview Layvon Washington. One of our outstanding students, graduated a little over a year ago, has had a successful time since leaving here. Tell us a little bit about growing up in Syracuse.
I attended one of the lowest performing elementary schools in the district. Because of that, I had a lot of mentors. One of my mentors attended Bishop Ludden Junior Senior High School, who helped me, and I really valued Catholic education. I wanted to continue that, which led me to Siena.
I was going to tell you, how did you pick Siena College?
Well, I was looking at a couple schools, and I really wanted to go to a school that still had the Catholic tradition involved in it. I'm not Catholic, but I appreciated the religion. And basically, Siena provided a great opportunity for me to come here and get an education and receive mentors and really have a lot of help.
Now, you were a political science major. Tell us about some of your outstanding experiences here at Siena.
Being a poli-sci major here was amazing. It really exposed me to a lot of the complexities that exist within low-income communities. And after Siena, I really wanted to continue that, so I did City Year, a nonprofit organization affiliated with AmeriCorps, and I worked in a low-income school with third graders on math, and it just showed me that there was even more problems that exist within communities.
How about some of your experiences here at Siena? For instance, you have an outstanding professor in mind.
Dr. Acarius Kelly was a very amazing professor here. She had me to really analyze problems, not just domestically, but internationally, and it was transferable to Washington when I went to Washington, D.C. For City Year, and it really helped me to look at these problems and break it down and see why they exist.
Now, you have a liberal arts education. How did that help prepare you for the workforce?
I think coming into Siena, I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a poli-sci major, but having a liberal arts education allowed me to feel my way around and see what I was most interested in.
Now, what activities at Siena or clubs that you belong to that helped shape your future?
Well, as I mentioned before, mentoring has been a big part of my life. So being a peer mentor for HEOP and doing the Saints program really helped me to continue that track and to continue to mentor people and show them that they really can be great.
Now, when you left Siena, you went to Washington for a year. Mm-hmm. Actually, you sent me pictures of yourself on the White House lawn.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your Washington experience. And what was it like going to the White House?
Okay. So I got the privilege to go to the White House through City Year, where I was able to meet President Barack Obama and former President Bill Clinton, who really believe in the power of service. We were celebrating the anniversary of AmeriCorps, and it was an amazing experience. They just really appreciate national service, and they believe that it can engender change within communities.
How was your social life in Washington? It's an exciting city with a lot of things to do.
Yeah, there was a lot of things to do. I think my favorite thing socially to do was to go to the museums. They're all free. They were great.
Just a lot of rich history. And of course,
Absolutely.
Being a political science major, what are some of the other things you did in Washington?
Actually, I got the opportunity to meet with Arne Duncan, the Secretary of Education, and a lot of other political leaders or advocates who just had very honest and candid dialogue with me about what's happening in the world and things that we can do to change it and how important it is to change those problems.
Now, from Washington, you're now at Syracuse. Tell us a little bit, how did that work and what are you doing in Syracuse?
So I'm at Syracuse University working on my Master's of Public Administration, and I wanted to study the way that policies affect low-income communities, and I wanted to continue that, so I chose to go to Syracuse. Syracuse, is the #1 program in the country for it. So I decided to go back home and to learn more about the problems that exist and how I can fix them.
Mm-hmm. And what is your goal for the future?
My goal? How long? How long are we speaking?
Well, you're
5 years, 10 years?
You're in a master's program now.
Yes.
Would you think about getting a doctorate, or do you think about going, when you finish the master's program, what kind of job would you look for, or do you think you might go for that PhD?
Okay. So in about a year or two, I would like to do a fellowship that allows me to work in low-income communities, maybe on education. And then from there, I would like to go to law school to be a better advocate, I think, for low-income communities.
Would you think about getting into politics?
Maybe. I think I would like to become a senator eventually.
Oh, senator's an ambitious job.
Yeah,
so.
it is.
What else would you like to say particularly about Siena College and your liberal arts education?
I would like to say that Siena has been very helpful, especially HEOP, and your generous leadership scholarship helped me to really make an impact and to get started ultimately. Leaving Siena, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do city year because of financial reasons, but Cinda really helped me out, and you really helped me out, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, Layvon, tell us a little bit about the extracurricular activities you participate in at Siena. For instance, I know the mentoring program was very important to you.
Yeah, so I was a part of Saints, which is a peer leadership program, and basically I mentored about 15 students, freshman students, coming into Siena, and that was a positive experience for me. I also did peer mentoring for HEOP, and I basically mentored 2 students once a week for 1 hour each, and that led me into BLSU, which is a program here, Black and Latino Student Union, and we discuss problems that exist for certain groups.
Now, you had a mentor when you first came. How did that translate from you being mentored to you being a mentor?
Yeah, so when I first came in, I didn't know the struggles of a freshman or like undergrad career. So once I had a mentor who helped me get through those, I was able to help my mentee to adjust to college, undergrad life, and get through the academic struggles.
How did you find the academic life here? Was a big transition coming out of high school to going into college?
Yes, it was a big transition. When I was in high school, of course, like I had the same courses every day, and you have to really work on your time management more, I think, in college, and that was a big issue for me coming in as a freshman.
Now, did you live on campus when you were here at Siena?
Yes, I did.
And where did you live, and how was dorm life?
Yeah, okay. So when I came in as a freshman, I lived in Ryan Hall, 2 North. It was good. I met a lot of people with different backgrounds and different areas of interest. For instance, a couple people in my hall were on the soccer team, so it was good to interact with them and understand where they come from.
Now, you did not participate in athletics while you were here,
No.
even intramurals, or you
No.
were just not into the athletic life at all?
No, not really. I was just trying to balance a few clubs and academic life.
So the academic life was your main focus while you were here.
Yes.
And Siena prepared you well for all the great things that have happened to you since you've graduated from here. And you're just moving on and up all the time.
Absolutely. I'm trying.
Layvon, this has been a very busy day for you. You started out this morning tutoring students in Syracuse and then driving back to visit us here at Siena again. So it's been a really active day for you. What's it been like coming back here now?
It really made me miss Siena. I miss being here. I miss the trees and the teachers and the faculty, and it really it's surreal. I just really miss it.
So it was a great experience coming here and a great 4 years of your life being at Siena.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.